Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small-cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small-cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small-cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small-cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed. Crypto.XL. All right, so we're back. Now, looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's hit 62K. All right. Now, there is a ceiling above us. Right. First of all, in short term, there is some resistance around 62,500. There is also resistance above us at approximately, if you look at this downward wedge here, this downward, this is a bull flag. So this is around 67,500. So yes, we have resistances, right? And yes, we are in October, right? That all being said, they're not going to make this easy, okay? There are going to be pullbacks. We're not going to go straight up. Now, anything can happen within this range. We could all of a sudden get some bad news, conflicts somewhere, Middle East or somewhere, and we wick down. But my conviction has not changed. I consider these buying opportunities. You can see the second Bitcoin starts to inch up just a little bit, you see what happens to our altcoin bags, right? You're seeing these 30% pumps out of nowhere, out of left field. So my mind is already at the finish line. I'm already thinking what happens once Bitcoin starts doing this, once it starts going parabolic. Right? So I'm not here to pick up pennies off the floor. I'm here to, win the game. So I'm already programmed and thinking about once Bitcoin starts heading to 100K and above. So every time we wick down, I'll be DCing into my favorite altcoins. So short term, anything can happen short term, right? The market makers are going to try to do things to take people's money. And that means forcing them to sell at low prices because of fear. If you check the fear and greed index, we went back to 41. All right. So everything that's happening around the world is going to be used to manipulate you. I'm not saying things are not happening. But what I am saying is that 4 years ago, there were things happening here also. There are a lot of things. This red candle right here on the monthly, that was COV, right? So if a world shutdown, if lockdown worldwide, mass mandates, if a almost military state could not stop Bitcoin from going up, if rumors of war could not stop Bitcoin from going up, if a socialist government with socialist rules could not stop Bitcoin from going up, don't you think that Bitcoin's probably going to go up again? Right? During the monetary cycle of the money printing cycle. And we're entering a money printing cycle again. We've actually already entered it, but we haven't started to feel the full effects of the extra funds being available. Once people actually have the cash in their hands or in their account, once they have more spending privilege and their accounts increase, then risk on assets are going to get a surge of cash, right? It's going to be like a tidal wave. Yeah, that was the IMF. I had to answer that. They didn't like me spilling their secrets. All right, so where were we? The liquidity cycle. There is about to be an influx of funds that's going to be pumped into all of these markets. Now, short term, again, I reiterate this. I've said it many times. Anything can happen short term. I can't predict the future. There could be shock that pushes us down before we head up. We can have wicks to the downside. Anticipate wicks to the downside. Anticipate if you don't see a 30% wick to the downside at some point, expect one. There's an anticipate at some point there's probably going to be a wick to the downside. Just put that into your calculations. And if that does happen, it would be nice to have a little bit of funds on the side, cash on the side, to be able to take advantage of it. That all being said, I've been stating this now that at this point, I would make sure that I'm in the market. By the way, none of this is financial advice. You have to make sure that you take responsibility for your decisions, because that's the only way you're going to be able to survive the market. You have to be learning during this process, so therefore you could make really good decisions, right? And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an investor like you are. And this is for learning and educational purposes. Now continuing, what's going to happen in the future? Well, being that we have 16 years of history of Bitcoin to look through and to use that as a foundation and a basis to guess what's going to happen in the future. Since we've had these prior cycles where the pattern is exactly the same pattern over and over again, the pattern states that Q4 of the halving year, we're supposed to see significant increase to the upside. So I'm going to follow the pattern and assume we're going to see significant increase to the upside. See, back here in all the prior cycles, you've had catastrophes, you've had wars, you've had elections, you've had, you name it, you've had it. So, history does not repeat, but it rhymes. We're having the same issues or similar issues. Not exactly the same, but similar issues. And we're about to start printing again. Or, there's going to be quantitative easing. We've been saying this now for years. And I've been saying this before my channel was even online. And the second my channel was online, I was mentioning this, right? So everything that's happening is going according to plan. And yes, short term, anything can happen short term. We're not here for the short term gains. We're not trying to make 10 cents and 15 cents. We're here trying to get 50Xs. That's what we're here trying to do. All right. And of course, should you need to take a 10X instead of a 50X or some other way of managing your profits, that's really up to you. I can't tell you what to do. But there's two scenarios that I think that could happen. One scenario is we have a normal 4-year cycle, which is probably going to be the case, right? Where we end up topping out in Q4 of 2025, right? Or another one could be that we've already experienced a top. Since we've had a top, then we're going to have a second top a few months from now in Q1 of 2025. Those are two scenarios. Do I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, which one is going to play out? No, I don't. But if I'm around, right, if I guesstimate around the right area, that's good enough to make tremendous amount of profit, right? Especially after the market starts feeling the influx of capital. And as far as the unrest in the Middle East and other places are concerned, this unrest will lead people to look at Bitcoin as a safe haven in the long run. And of course, I'm not going to get political on this channel. I'm not going to put my personal feelings in here. This is an investment channel. An investment channel where you learn from what my experience is and what I'm doing. Not a financial advisor. I have to keep on repeating that because this world is crazy. People are crazy. All right, so continuing on with the analysis, if we have more unrest, people are going to use Bitcoin as a safe hedge. It's just a matter of time, right? So if we get a Democratic presidential candidate that becomes president, we get a Democratic House or Congress, the market's going to go up anyway. Why? Because the Democrats are going to print anyway. So any way you look at it, whether it's Democrat or Republican, we're going up. Whether war or peace, we're going up. No matter what happens, we're going up. Why? Because it's part of the 4-year monetary cycle where every 4 years, funds are injected into the economies around the world. You've seen what's happening in China, okay? They're stimulating their economy there. They're giving their citizens more money over there. It's a matter of time before the Western world does the same thing. And it looks like they're aligned because they seem to do the same thing across the planet at the same time every 4 years. So who am I to go against the grain? I'm just going to ride the wave, right? Just ride the wave. Just simple. If you look at the others, let's see what the others are doing. So I've seen many people do the others charts, and some charts I've seen that we've broken back underneath. That's not how my chart looks. I have a line here that it seems like we've bounced off of this support line. So I'm on the weekly, and to me that means we're still bullish, right? So it looks like we've tested this upward sloping line here and we've rejected, and then we came to support and we've bounced a little bit. Now are we going to bounce straight up and break it? Probably not. Maybe we go up here and we come back down a little bit. Right? But eventually we will break it. And I'm not playing on a 5-minute chart to try to make 25 cents. I'm trying to make multiple 100Xs or a significant multiples. We'll just leave it at that because we don't know the multiples. Right? So I'm going to be buying down here. Every time we're red, I'll buy down there. Because if you look at Bitcoin dominance is actually creeping up also. It's doing quite well. So Bitcoin's probably going to skyrocket first, and then after that, it'll take the altcoins with it. But at the same standpoint, I want to be in altcoins where I have the potential to make those large multiples of 20 and 50Xs, and not in Bitcoin where I might get a 2-3X, right? We want to knock this baby out of the park completely. The DXY is quite strong. Well, okay, the DXY is bouncing from support. We're currently at 102.5. And this is on the monthly. DXY is actually not looking that bad. It's not looking that bad. But that all being said, it's really just a matter of time before this thing it capitulates. So basically what I'm saying is that if you're in the market and you hold crypto, everything is lining up because time is on your side. All you have to do is hang in there. That's all you have to do. Just don't give up. Don't capitulate. Don't be an average investor. Be a Patreon. Don't be like everybody else. Be a Patreon. The few, the strong, the Patreon. If we look at the crypto bubbles, we're green across the board today. Green across the board. A lot of these cryptos are waking up. I'm not really going to be buying Hex. That's not my thing, but it's good to see some green there. after the terrible torture that the hex holders have been through. Looks like a lot of meme coins are pumping. Dog, Osak, Corgi, Mew. A lot of meme coins are pumping. And it looks like that's probably going to be a theme of this market. It has been for quite a while, actually. But for every meme coin that pumps, there's like 1,000 of them that die. So I'm not really a meme fanatic. I might pick up, one or two, but that's, wow. That's it. I'm not even going to say what I see there. But look at Nakamoto. Wow, up 48%. That's powerful. UX Link 165 DGen. Okay, we're not looking too bad here. Hoppy, Wolf, a lot of green today. A lot of green. Just to let you know, right? According to the common sentiment was to de-risk and to get out of the market because we're expecting a capitulation to happen. So most YouTube videos are saying to get out of the market. My feeling on that is I understand that, but the problem is you don't know when to get back in the market. That's my problem. And so you get out and then the market dumps and you're like, man, I feel so good that I left and I didn't face that capitulation. It's great. But then some other news comes out and we end up pumping past where you dumped. And you're hoping for it to pull back, and it doesn't pull back. It just keeps going. And then you end up buying up here. After we break out of this falling wedge, you end up buying up here. And now you have 40% less crypto than you would have had if you would have just held your bags. Plus, you're paying fees to swap your coins. Plus, you're paying fees on the exchange too. You're paying exchange fees, you're paying swap fees, you're paying transfer fees everywhere. So to avoid the stress, I'll either be in or be out. I'm not trying to trade this market because they have algorithms, they have computer systems, they have teams that are designed to take your money. So instead of competing with them, I'll just buy a really strong project while no one's paying attention, and I'll hold. And I'll hold until we're way up here, right? Till we go way up. Right, I'll just hold. I'll hold until if we're here, all I have to do is nibble. The pig that built his house out of stone, concrete, that's me. Nibble right here, right? Building while everyone's playing around and goofing off. And then when we do this, we start doing this, then I could take some profit. If I feel like taking some profit, then I'll take some profit. I'll take profit up here instead of playing around for pennies down here, for 25 cents and 15 cents profit down here. I'm not going to do that. Up here, it's tens of thousands, if not more, going up here, right? So why play around here for $1.03? And it doesn't make any sense at all. And maybe they're right. Maybe we have another wick. Okay, we have another wick. I can't do anything about that except buy, right? So the way my plan works is that we have higher highs heading into the future, going into 2025. If I have strong conviction that that is the case, then why am I playing around with trades here? I really don't understand. It's too stressful. We're going to get it all wrong. We're going to buy it the wrong time and sell it the wrong time. Why? Because that's how the market's designed. The market's designed to make sure you buy it the wrong time and to make sure you sell it the wrong time. There's going to be a bunch of news about WW3 and all kinds of things. It's going to sound like very smart at the moment. Like I better sell everything to be safe. It's going to feel right. It's going to feel like it's the right thing to do. But it's probably not the right thing to do. The only way that prices come down is if they scare the pants off you. That's the only way the prices are going to come down. And so that's what's going to happen. And that's why everyone's selling, because everyone's scared. So you literally have to be counter what the common sentiment is. You have to be buying when everyone's selling. And you have to be selling when they're telling you Bitcoin is going to $2 million. you have to be selling. Everyone's going to be so sure. No, we're going all the way. And maybe you don't tell anyone what you're doing because they're going to think that you're a moron when you're selling, right? You have to do what's right for you, not financial advice, right? Yeah, so how are the Patreon gems doing? Well, they're gemming it up. You know, we're up 30% in WASD. We're up 24% on AIT, 22% on TET. GTAI, buying at the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here. It's up 20%. It's going to keep on going up. It's funny what just happened in the news. Like, it changed everything. The music isn't even the same anymore. Karate's up 15%. Nakamoto's up. VIA, this is going to do numbers. It's going to be a wave in the future. You just watch. It's up 10%. AI Tech, I cannot believe it's so low, still low. This is so easy, guys. But yeah, you know, over the past 24 hours, another thing to note is that this could happen fast. Like, the market could go up really, really fast, and it'll go up when we don't expect it to go up. It's going to go up when we're like, it's boring. We've been sideways now for 7 months. It's more sideways. We're in this range. We're just going to keep on ranging. And then one day you wake up and the thing is it's way up there. And it's why? We didn't expect it. Well, and when it's way up there, guess what? That's when everyone's going to be buying. I can't miss the boat. I can't miss it now. And the thing is like way up there, about 80 something thousand. And they're like, and now they're running it. They had look at all this time they had. This is a monthly chart. All this time to accumulate. They're going to accumulate right here, up here. That's where everyone's going to accumulate. So if we wick down and the YouTubers are right, then I'll be buying when we wick down. Okay? That's all. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to take my time. I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to enjoy the scenery and the greenery. Like, I'm already there, guys. Like, I'm already there. So when I see red, I'm like, good. Now I could get more VIA. I could get more DEX check. When I see red, I'm good. I feel good about it. Patreons are killing it. Bags are growing. Every time we get a green day, look how quickly it changes. It just starts going up. And here's the thing. I don't think we haven't seen anything, guys. We haven't broken out. We've been stagnant for quite a while. Altcoins have been decimated. But to be very, very clear, if you look at the Bitcoin chart in the bull market, this is your entire bull market here. You see what I'm circling? So let me count the months here. 3, 6, this is about 6 months. 6 to 7 months. You could kind of call it 6 months because the pi cycle indicator probably clicked off around right here. So basically, this entire thing happened in 6 months, right? So you've had 4 years to play around the market, trading in and out, projects rug pulling, losing money with FTX and Terra Luna and all of these things. During this entire time, there's a lot of money lost here through scams. Sam Bankman-Fried, and assets dropping 95% to zero. A lot of pain. So next cycle, we know that at the bottom, we could simply just acquire Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin until we get to this point and switch to altcoins and end up living happily ever after, never needing a job again. We know now what to do, right? We also know at this point, we could start shorting these altcoins, and then we'll get the money to buy Bitcoin at this point right here that we hold for the next. So we short for 1 year from the top, these altcoins. We buy Bitcoin here at the bottom, and we hold Bitcoin for 3 years, and then we switch into alts, and we never have to work again. You know, that's the scenario there. But again, if we are right here, the next 6 months could be completely crazy. It could be completely crazy. Right? Who am I to argue with the cycle? I'm not going to argue with this. I'm just going to ride the wave, right? And then at the top, I could be DCing out and what have you. we have a huge capitulation drop or candle. If I feel like buying in right here, maybe I'll just put a little bit in. I don't have to put a lot in, and ride it back up until November-ish, right? And then sell again, and assuming we have a similar cycle, right? Now, it might not be exactly the same. Maybe we don't pull back right here. Maybe we just keep going up until November. I don't know what's going to happen. I never said I did. I said this is what's likely to happen, right? In either case, we know what to do to set ourselves up for greatness, right? So we know what we need to do. We need to take our emotions out of it, and we just need to execute. But congratulations to the Patreons. We're completely crushing it as usual. We're building up our bags. We're not worrying about small pullbacks. We know this is part of the game. In order to make a 20x, 50x, these kind of numbers, you have to be buying when everyone is selling, when nobody wants to buy. You would literally have to look in the lion's jaws and be like, nah, I'm not scared. I want to do what I need to do, right? And that's the only way to do it. And then when it starts getting really, really green, you have to be willing to sell and DCA out also at that point. Because had we been DCAing out more in March, we'd be sitting a lot better off right now, right? That we could use that money to reinvest, right? So how do you know where the top is? Well, there are indicators that show you this, right? Like the RSI. If the RSI is at 90, right? The weekly RSI, then that's a good indicator. DexTrek is about to blow, guys. As soon as Bitcoin, and it's so simple. As soon as Bitcoin makes its real move, when it blasts through 74K, this thing is going to fly. It's going to completely fly. And if you look at GTAI is already moving. GTAI is already moving. This was just 30 something cents. This was just 35 cents. It went over $1 really fast. So that's a 3x, right? All-time highs was $5.24. It's probably a little bit higher. $5.49, right? So buying this at 35 cents and it's going to go back and pass its all-time highs. So it's very easy to get a 20x or these kind of numbers from these projects, in my opinion, not financial advice. And the way how you do it is you have to buy here. You see this? This is all accumulation. This could all be in a buy zone right here. And if you were to look at similar projects like AI Tech, and you see what AI Tech is done over its lifespan. First, when it came out, it doesn't show it in the chart, it spiked up and then it came down. This whole thing was accumulation. Had you been accumulating here, these numbers are just ridiculous. It went from 0.015, 0.016 to like 50 cents. That's like a 35x in a short period of time. And if you look at the time span, right? So let's say that 12, 20, 23. So December of last year to March of this year, right? So that is about 4 to 5 months. That is about 4 months. That's about 4 months. So in 4 months' time, actually it might be 3 months because this is the end of December. It's not the beginning of December. In 3 months' time, this thing did a 35x, right? So, and you're asking me like, are they right? Should I sell? Should I get rid of my crypto because we might fall? Okay, so you fall. If we fall, we fall, right? If he dies, he dies. No, but if we fall, we fall. But I'm not going to let if we fall 40% in these altcoins, I'll be buying more. That means I'm just going to make more money. Why? Because within 6 months time from now, we should be parabolic within that time period. I will be surprised if we're not higher in 6 months time. I'll be very surprised. So if I'm wrong and we're not higher in 6 months time, I'll be like, oh man, too bad. But I didn't lose all my money. Maybe I'm down 20% or something like that. I don't see why we wouldn't be a lot higher, to tell you the truth. But let's say I'm wrong. So I'm wrong and I don't get to retire in 6 months or whatever it is, right? Okay, too bad. What really changed? Nothing changed. Everything's still the same. Nothing really changed. But if I'm right, yeah, man. If I'm right, you can go on the internet and order a car online, and they'll send it to your house. You can make plans to like change your life, right? If I'm right, okay. If you make the right decisions and you take responsibility for your financial decisions, you have to take full responsibility for your decisions. This is for learning and educational purposes, because people are crazy, right? People are insane. People will go all out and mortgage their home and put it into crypto. I never told anybody to do that. Crypto is risky. You can lose all your money, right? You're just watching an individual who's crazy. No, you're just watching an. I don't consider myself crazy. I say these things as a joke. I don't consider myself like most folks, though. I am willing to take the risk. Why? Because it's logical, right? I do nothing. And what do I get when I do nothing? Nothing. Or I take this chance and it might not work and I'm pretty much close to the situation I'm in anyway. Or it does work and I'm able to do things normal people can't, right? You see, like, the risk reward here is not even close. But if this happens again, things change, guys. And it's not that hard. This is a few months. We have the patience to wait a few months, right? I hope so. Because if we don't have the patience to wait a few months, that means that how do we have the discipline to maintain it when we get it? If we're not in control, that we can't wait for a few months, then are we going to be in control when it's time to take profit? That's not a question for me to answer right now. It's a question for you guys to answer, ask yourself and answer. But things are looking up. Do remember to join the Patreon to get the buy and sell alerts. You can see what I'm buying, when I'm buying, for what price I'm buying. And we can all party on the moon together. This has been Crypto.XL, and I will see you at the top.
Welcome to Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed